This is like the third time I'm filming this. Hello. It's Gigi, aka Gael, aka it's Gael from the gym. Welcome to my second video on here, but this is gonna be the first video of one of two series I'll be posting here and documenting here. And this series is gonna be focused on getting into the best shape of my life. And maybe this first video is going to be best shape of my life, fat loss series, episode 1. I think that's what I'll call it. And just a brief overview. I'm 40. I have been working out for the past 20 some odd years, and my body didn't really start to change in the way that I really wanted it to change until the last 4 years, where I discovered resistance training and lifting, following a strength training program, lifting with a purpose, lifting for the purpose of building muscle and doing it properly. And I guess I can insert some pictures somewhere, whatever, but and my body changed drastically, and that was the first time I wasn't even concerned about the scale so much, like getting to like a particular number. My body changed. And so now it's 4 years later. Yes, I have put on a substantial amount of muscle, but I'm not lean enough to see all the muscle that I've built, which means I've taken my lifting very seriously, but I haven't taken my nutrition as seriously as I should to really see the changes that I want to see in my body, right? This year, I've had a lot of changes in my life, and I have gotten to a place where I don't have any distractions. I don't have anybody pulling on me, and I can really focus on honing in my nutrition, not only just for aesthetic reasons, but also like long term. I think there are just a lot of signs from the universe that I need to make some changes to my nutrition. Not that I was eating so bad, but I really do need to clean it up. I need to reduce the amount of saturated fats that I'm eating. Like, I got my numbers back some time ago in terms of like cholesterol and things like that. They weren't looking as good as I wanted them, and I wanted them to. And before we turn to medicine, you got to look at what you're taking in daily, and I want to start with food first, right? So I want to clean up my diet for that reason, and I want to clean up my diet to get into, and this is probably what this video series will be called, best shape of my life, and this part is going to be the fat loss series. So this is probably best shape of my life, fat loss series, episode 1. I want to finally see all the muscle I built. I want to see abs or definition in my, core area. And I want no rolls, no back rolls. Okay. And I know I can do it. And again, just like I got signs that I should clean up my diet, the universe also have sent me people in my life that is so much more aligned with who I am and who I want to be. And so there's somebody who is currently like inspiring me to really clean up my diet and really take things seriously. And they're rooting for me, but at the same time, they're kind of like, we'll see. And I don't like to fail. So I want to document this journey here. Because I want to look back and see the progress that I made and how it all started. So let's start with where I am now. I weighed in, I am now 175.4. I weighed in, so that's going to be my start weight. My waist is 30 inches, right at my elbow line. That's where I measured, like the smallest part of my waist is 30 inches. And that's probably what I'll be measuring mostly, but I also measured my hips, and my hips are 40.25. So the goal is to keep or grow, if I can, my glutes and hip area, but mainly drastically take down my waist. So that's going to be my start. The goal right now is to lose 15 pounds. When I get to that, then I'll reevaluate either if I want to lose more or I want to body recomp from that area, from 160, right? Oh, and I'm also 5'7", 5'7". So 5'7", 175, 30-inch waist. And I want to lose 15 pounds. So that's going to get me to 160. And I follow a lot of the girls who have sort of like the same body composition. And it looks as if like 160 is a good place to be to body recomp, or just kind of like work on building more muscle and no longer like focusing on the scale, more focusing on leaning out and building muscle, so body recomp. So when I get to my goal is when I get to the 160, then I'll reevaluate if I want to continue to lose weight, like lose pounds so I can shed more fat, or do I want to stay there on the scale and then focus on body recomposition, which is building more muscle while shedding more fat, while continuing to shed fat. Simply put, I want to shed all or most of the fat in my core area, and I'll probably put some pictures up in terms of like what I look like now. Yeah, so let's talk about what we're going to be focusing on. My fitness plan is not going to change much. Like I said, I've been lifting consistently for the past 4 years. I typically lift 3 to 4 times a week. Right now I've been doing 3 times a week, and I really like that. I do 2 leg days and 1 upper body day. I don't want to grow any more upper body. I just want to maintain what I have, but I always focus on building more muscle, or at the very least maintaining the muscle I have on my lower body. So I do 2 leg days, 1 upper body, that also I throw in some ab work on that day too. And then I also throw in 2 to 3 days of zone 2 cardio for heart health. And then outside of that, or in total, every day I'm aiming for 15,000 steps. So that's in terms of like my fitness plan. That's where I am. That's where I've been for the past couple of months, because I was already in a deficit. I just want to clean up my diet to like turn up the deficit part. Turn up the deficit. In terms of my diet plan, okay, so in terms of, let's talk numbers. Calories, 1,500 calories, 15 to 1,800 calories. I'm okay with 15. That might sound low. It is low for some people, but my diet is so protein and fiber heavy. They keep me so full. Like, it's really hard for me to even eat past the 1,500 sometimes. If I go over 1,800, that's fine too. If I even hit 2,000, which I don't anticipate doing, I don't want to be in this deficit for too long or drag it out. I really want to also practice discipline. So 15 is where I'll hang around in terms of calories. My protein, my goal is 120 to 130 grams of protein. And my fiber, I know people don't talk about fiber, but I do have a fiber goal because I want to rein in my cholesterol numbers. And also, it's just good to have fiber. To no less than 20 grams per day. So that's going to be in terms of my macros. I meal prep. When I don't meal prep, it don't go well. I'm a meal prepper. I just want to go in the fridge, choose a meal that I've already made, pick that, eat it, and then not be hungry anymore. Like I said, I want to clean up my diet. And so what that means for me is that I'm going to take, I don't like to label myself as part of like any like eating gang, like, you know, carnivore, omnivore, pescatarian, vegetarian, this, that, and the third. Because the minute you step away from that, like, I don't know, like the food mafia is after you. So I'm going to say that my meals are going to, I'm going to drastically be reducing my saturated fat intake, and that does happen to come through meat intake. So reducing or eliminating red meat for a while, reducing or eliminating poultry. I'm really going to be just focused on eating seafood, and it's going to look very much like a Mediterranean diet. It's good for heart health, and it's just a cleaner diet. I'm not trying to be 100% clean, but like I said, I've had some people in my life who are really inspiring me to like really inspiring me to work on my discipline. So I'll come here every week and I'll give you an update of where I am. And then maybe we can go do some workouts together. We'll do some meal prepping together. We'll just kind of like hang out every week and you'll get some updates and you'll see how this looks. I anticipate 15 pounds. Let me see. I'm going to give myself 12 weeks probably. So this is probably going to be 12 or 13 episodes of this phase of the fat loss phase. And then the muscle building phase is going to be a lot longer. I am committing to coming here every week and letting you know my progress and letting you know my obstacles, letting you know my setbacks and everything in between. Because like I said, I want to share this. I want to document this for myself, but I also want to share it in case anybody needs this. Also, if you're asking, I'm 40. I said it before. I'm 40. I'm 5'7", 175 pounds, 30-inch waist, looking to lose 15 pounds, and then we're going to reevaluate the program at 160. So please drop any questions please drop any questions that you may have below, and I will add, I guess, like my stats in the description. And welcome and follow along for the ride. It's going to be a good one. Bye.